Welcome, millionaires and billionaires. As always, I aim to bring you truth, knowledge, and understanding to assist you in your journey through crypto. Welcome, new viewers. Welcome, new subscribers. If you are new and you haven't heard of the Ghost Ledger project, which is a privacy crypto wallet that hides your transactions, that also prevent people from viewing the coins you have in your wallet. So this is going to be one of the biggest project in my opinion at the beginning of this bull run. So I recommend joining the Telegram. The link is in the description below, as well as on the website here, guys. You can join the Telegram and also follow the Twitter account for updates, live updates. And we seem to be the fastest growing community on the Telegram, guys. We are moving very quickly, and we'll jump into the charts here, guys. And this lesson is lesson number 2. What we're going to do is we're going to start from the basics here. So let's do this here. Let's enlarge the charts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna erase everything, start everything from scratch on the chart here, guys. And then what we're gonna do, let's erase all the indicators. Starts from, let's say, ground zero here. Okay, we'll erase the Bollinger Bands as well. Remove. So right here we have a naked chart. So eventually, guys, I'm going to teach you how you can just simply look at this chart here. This is a naked chart. You can look at a naked chart and you will know where price will go. So that is the key. So we're not gonna focus on price movement, because all we're doing is setting up our charts for lesson number 1. We are not going to be focusing on price movement or where Bitcoin will be going. Like I said, we should be seeing Bitcoin heading back. It should go down a little bit more, at least to the 19,500 at least, before continuation to the upside. So let's say, like I said before, guys, decide on the time frame you want to use, which is, you can check on the stars. What I do recommend is, at least for you guys, is swing trading, which the only time frame I would be concerned about would be the 4-hour through the monthly time frame. And sometimes you can check the 1 hour and 2 hour as well. So let's say if we look at the 1 hour, you can see Bitcoin is consolidating. There's not much price movement. Everything's just moving sideways. And if we check on the 2 hour, we saw the nice climb up here and consolidation period, and we are seeing a retracement. So like I said, expect Bitcoin to get around these area, which is support is right here, which is around the 18,900s, 18,700s. It's from the 18,000, support is 18,700 through the 19,100. So expect it to at least come up here, drop some more, and then bounce back up. So that's just a few updates. So we can check the 4 hour. It's a little bit different. Well, it's more similar than different. And then the 12 hour. And then we have the daily, the 3 days, and the monthly, and also the weekly. Remember, guys, each time frame is pretty much similar to for example, each time frame is similar to the next. So if you look at something on the even the 5-minute time frame, it's just everything. It's, for example, the 5-minute time frame, you will see prices moving inside of just this only one monthly candle. Vice versa, each of these candles represent, on each time frame, each candle represent that time frame. So let's say on a 1 month here, one of these candles represent 1 month. On a weekly time frame, each of the candles represent 1 week. So it takes 1 week, 1 full week to create one candle. Vice versa, it takes 1 month, it takes 3 days, it takes 12 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, whichever time frame you are on, it takes that amount of time. That's what these times frames represent. It means the length it takes, or the duration it takes for the completion of one candle. Just to keep it simple, that's just the amount of time it takes to complete one candle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug on, each person will have different indicators, but for me, I do recommend the Bollinger Band. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on indicators here, and you're gonna search for the Bollinger Bands, which is this one here. Click on here, and you see it added to the screen here. This is the default setting. It is blue. You can keep it blue as you see fit. So I'm going to show you how to edit it and make it more to your liking. So you're going to click on this pencil here to edit it should be here on setting. I believe you can, that should change the color, I believe. No, it's not. This is for totally something different. Yeah. So to edit the Bollinger Bands, you're gonna click on here, on this button here, and you're going to click on settings, and this is where you can play with the settings. You can change the colors, so, and then you can change the width of the band. So for me, I'm just gonna make the lines just a little bit thicker so it's easier to see. This is the trend line. This is the upper band, and this is the lower band. You can change the width around here, the thickness, make it easier to see. I'm going to change this to yellow, white. So the middle one is the trend line. So whenever, okay, we're going to focus on one, because we're going to focus on one topic at one time, because I have to present it in a way where I don't give out too much information on too many things at one time. So right on this particular lesson, which is lesson number 2, is just setting up the chart. So let's not go into anything else besides this. So let's go back into settings here. So I've changed the colors and the thickness. So I'll change the color back to yellow. I like yellow. It's easier to see. Okay, here, let's zoom out. Okay, and then click OK once you're done. You don't need to change any of these inputs or visibility. You can, just leave these default. The only thing you should be playing around with is these thickness and the colors. Click OK. And then you have the Bollinger Bands here. I believe I made it a little bit too thick, so let's change this a little bit. Okay, so click OK. Okay, now we have the Bollinger Bands. That's how you set up the Bollinger Bands. Very simple. Then the next indicator, that's the main indicator that's on the chart. So the next indicator I recommend using is the MACD. So you're gonna click on indicators, then search for MACD. moving average. No, that's not it. Okay, MACD. See if this is it. Okay, this is the MACD. Just search for MACD and click on MACD, and it should appear at the bottom here. And on the next video, I'll explain to you guys how to read the MACD, how to read the Bollinger Bands to determine where price will go. So you can also do the same thing for the settings. We're gonna hover over here and click on the setting, scroll down to setting, and these are your settings. You're gonna change the style. First thing I want to do is change the thickness of these so I can be able to see them. No, this one here. And then you can choose which color you like as well. So let's change this a little bit. This, I think this was green. Okay. Change the thickness of this one. Okay, and I'll also show you how to read all this. So right now we're just setting up our charts. Okay, and here, let's do this. And you're pretty much done here. You don't need to leave all these inputs alone. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, now you have your MACD and your Bollinger Bands set up. So it's that simple. So that's all you really need in a chart. You can do the same thing on your cell phone as well. It's very simple. And another tool you will need is these here. You will need price range, which just tells you how far the crypto has moved. So we can click here and drag it. It'll tell us a percentage of movements. That's a good tool to have. Then the tool can be found here. Usually you can go on the sides here. Okay, this is the price range. Then the next thing you will need is the Fibonacci extension. You will need the Fib extension and the Fib retracement. The Fib extension, I'll explain that in future videos, as well as the Fib retracement. And I use the brush to write. You can use a pen, pencil, whichever you like, whichever you prefer. Then this is pretty much all you really need. And you can add more tool here as you wish. Let's see here. There's more tools here. Click on the little arrow, and you have other tools you can use here as well. Some people use Elliott waves, head and shoulders patterns, but in my years of trading, I found just the Bollinger Bands and just the MACD is sufficient, because when I first started, I would have like at least about 10 indicators on just one screen. And then eventually, once you've developed the skills, then you've just you not only sharpen your skills, you've just remove things you don't need. It just remove the clutter, and then make it just simplify your trading. Then the Fibonacci extension can be found here. Then you will need also the Fib extension. and you can, once you click on add to favorite, then it should pop up here on the main screen, so we don't need that. And this tool here is just to move the chart up and down, or sideways, whichever, just to move the chart around. All these other tools is, you don't really need them. These are just, this here is just emojis, icons. For example, you can add stuff to the chart here. Put a heart. You change the color. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So your chart is set up on each time frame. Everything's gonna be the same. It's just most time frame you will have to zoom in because everything is happening differently on each time frame. This is the 5 minute, this is the 4 hour. Yeah, that's a very bullish chart. And the 4 hour is very bullish. On the 3 day, let's see. 3 days just breaking out on the 3 day. And on the weekly, it's just bouncing up, just rising up. And then on the monthly, it's just one candle. That's just one green candle after a huge downtrend. So until the next lesson, guys, I'll teach you how to set up your charts. And the next video, we'll probably do a live video just for if anyone has any questions, live questions they'd like to get answered. So after, let's say, 2 videos or 2 or 3 videos, we'll do a live session, just to see who has questions they'd like to get answered as far as anything goes with the trading and the charts. So until the next time, guys, I will see you in the Telegram. Peace.